And first tonight, fires continue to break out across the southeast, including in our area, as dry conditions persist in the region. Several major fires have also popped up in southeast Georgia and northeast Florida over the past few days.
Well, the Carolinas, they're still feeling major impacts as this drought carries on. 95% of North Carolina remains under the severe drought, creating dangerous fire conditions here and really across the state. So multiple fires have spread throughout the area today, with one along Steele Creek Road near Mallard Landing Road that happened earlier this morning. It did reach around 7 acres.
Firefighters got it under control, but it wasn't too long before crews were called back out to the area again, leaving folks worried about their safety. As WCNC Charlotte's Siobhan Riley explains, neighbors are now taking action.
You can still see some of the smoke coming from that brush fire. Residents said the fire was so strong that cars were covered with ashes. One man said he thought someone's home was catching on fire. Emmanuel Alcantar is washing the ashes off his car after a heavy brush fire burned near his home.
I saw the smoke, a bunch of ash on my car, and that's when I started to worry. Being that I had to take my daughter to school, I was just like, maybe I should call 911.
Firefighters worked throughout the day to put out the brush fire as it continued to spread. After they got it under control, crews were called back out to the area around 2 p.m. when conditions sparked new concerns.
All right, let's go ahead and get on your big girl bike.
Kaylee Pura learned about the fire through an alert on Citizens app.
It's been going off all day. So this morning it said something about the fires being 700 feet away on Winged Hill, which is the street I live on. It wasn't until I drove through the neighborhood where the brush fires were supposedly happening where I did actually see some of the smoke.
People who live nearby say they're concerned. These safety issues come at a time when drought conditions are only getting worse, increasing the risk of more fires.
Yeah, no, it looked like fog outside the house, and I was just like, well, obviously it didn't smell like, a normal morning, so I was just a little bit scared.
We all know kind of what's happened in California and stuff, and I'm alert, just being aware of what's going on and making sure nothing's, gonna harm my family.
There were several fire trucks in this neighborhood earlier. The good news is no one was hurt. We're going to continue to monitor the conditions. In Steele Creek, Siobhan Riley, WCNC Charlotte.